Hello and welcome to Then What Happened. Abraham Maslow said a musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write. He said what a man can be, he must be. What a person is talented in, what their skills are, where their aptitude lies is a big thing with us. But more so than just where your talent or your skill lies in your life, or what category that may be in, is what's inside of you. What's inside of you wanting to express itself? Some of you are musicians or artists or poets or writers. We've all got something, but it's not just in the arts. It's not just in those things. It's not just in being a scientist or a technician or a mechanic or an engineer. There are so many things inside of us that sometimes we must express ourselves in a variety of ways. And human expression is one of the basic rights that we have as a human being. And even though in some political systems total expression is not allowed, total expression should be a part of the human energy and effort in our life every day. Sometimes we have disagreements in the world, in fact, often. All you have to do is watch the current events and realize there's a lot of conflict in opinion. But expressing ourselves is so creative. It adds so much to life. Just think of all the things that we have in the categories of art and music simply because someone expressed themselves. Someone used a gift, a talent that they'd been given to the fullest. And really, we may not know that they used it to the fullest because there could have been a lot more there available for them that they did not tap into. But when we tap into that thing in us that makes us passionate, some of us may not see results immediately. Many of the great artists and composers never had an idea. Van Gogh never had an idea how famous he would be. Mozart never had an idea of how famous he would be. Although they worked at their trade and their skill and their craft, they never knew the magnitude of that on this world. Human expression is not just giving my opinion about something. And I'm afraid that in the 21st century, sometimes we have narrowed it down to my expression is saying what I need to say and having my words heard. But it's so much deeper than that. When you look at a sculpture, when you look at a Monet, when you look at something done by the ancients in China, in India, in Africa, and you see something that they may not have had any concept of that being art in the future, especially not millennials later. But we accept that not only as beauty, but as an expression of who they were and what they were about. So don't hesitate to express yourself in your life, in your job. I know that some of us, our job is not necessarily the total expression of who we are. We may be limited in certain areas, but find the avenue. Since I was a child, I've been writing things down. Ever since I was old enough to barely scribble out vocabulary words, I've been writing things down. I didn't realize that as a small child, it was therapeutic for me. The environment that I was raised in and some of the things that confronted me mentally and emotionally, I expressed my feelings in paper. I wrote down what I was thinking, what I was feeling. Many years later, I was off in another country and one of my sisters was going through some things at my parents' house, and she found some writings I'd made when I was 10 years old or so. And she contacted me and she said, I'm going to save these because I was reading through it and man, it's some great stuff. Well, it's not great because I'm great. It's not great because I'm famous, because I'm definitely not. But it was an expression of who I was at that moment, at that time. And I have a thought and I grab a notebook and I write it down. I love technology and I will type things into my phone as well. But I'm most likely going to grab a pen or a pencil and I'm going to scribble something down. I'm going to jot it down. And it may be weeks or months or even years before I come across it and see it again. But it's an expression. So go ahead, express yourself and be careful. Don't expect everyone to listen. Don't expect everyone to want to hear your expression. Don't expect everyone to want to observe or see what your expression has come out to be in reality or in the physical world. But go ahead and let your expression of who you are demonstrate the heart and the passion inside of you. Thank you for joining us on Then What Happened. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.